Hey there, aspiring guitarists. Today on Guitar Talk, we're going to ask the question, where did all the guitars go? I mean, you can get on YouTube guitar channels, you can go back even a couple of years now, and all of them talk about the saturation of guitars during the pandemic. And that's true. Those of us that were still playing guitars and looking and things like that, we saw it happen. So where are they all? What happened? I can't speak to all of them. Some of them are still sitting in a warehouse, way up high on a shelf, waiting to be brought down. And some of them are going to be brought down, and they're going to have fret sprout. The fret bars are going to cut you because they've gotten hot, they've gotten cold. I mean, now some of them are in a climate controlled environment, etc., etc., etc. But how does this impact you, other than the obvious, which you may say, okay, well, I need to get a setup, but there's still probably a good guitar there. There probably still is. But also remember that guitars, just like people that have many different types of coats they wear, guitars have many different types of the same model. Now, there is no universal numbering system. Almost every manufacturer has an R that means this, a CE means that, E many times will mean electric, A acoustic electric, on and on and on. It's just like sizes. Many people will base sizes against a Martin acoustic. This spills over into electric too, with the kind of pickups, a cutaway, the body shape, this, that, on and on and on and on and on. So how does that impact you? I have heard people in a guitar store go, well, I bought that same guitar. You've got LR Baggs. I've got Fishman. But everything else looks the same. You may find out that everything else is not the same. Manufacturers, for whatever reasons, I'm assuming it's always to sell a guitar. And we saw this plethora of all different kinds of guitars come into the market during the pandemic. So that wonderful sale that you think they're cutting you some tremendous deal may not be them cutting you a tremendous deal at all. You may be getting a lower end of the same model. We're going to use the word model to just describe. Let's just pick on somebody. A hummingbird. Well, there's a hummingbird made by Gibson, one made by Epiphone. Then there's different degrees of hummingbirds, a studio, a standard, of this, of that. Look at the Les Paul. The Les Paul has so many little steps and ups and downs of this type and that. The studio, the this, the that, the other, the da, the da, the da. You may think you're getting the same guitar as the guy you're talking with at the local guitar store, but you probably aren't. Do they both have a bone nut? Do they both have the same pickups? Do they both have the same bridge material? Do they both have the same tuners? Is one a cutaway, another not a cutaway? Is this, is that, it's the other? And I guess the reason I'm trying to emphasize this is marketing is not going to go away. Well, I can't say that with absolute truth. It is most likely not going to go away. When I see a great deal online and they're going to market them and they're going to change colors, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and that's great. spice of life, variety, choices, color. But I strongly recommend you do a little research. Marketing loves an impulsive buyer. They love them. And they'll even say, yes, but so many, offer wonderful return policies. And they do. I don't like to return something. Now, I'll trade things in after I've had them a while. But I think it's great that they offer a return policy. And I absolutely feel they should honor it under the terms they've spelled out. And it shouldn't be something you've got to wrangle out of an associate. If you're going to offer a return policy and you're going to use that as a marketing tool, then honor it. Otherwise, I got nothing for you. Nothing for you. I don't care how big you are. I got nothing for you. These guitars all around me, and there are more, came from all different manufacturers. And at the heart of every last bit of it is getting to play the guitar. For the love and the joy of me getting to play the guitar. Now, to other people, it might be to collect, might be they need this, they need that, the other, whatever. Marketing is not going to go away. There is nothing like thinking you're getting a guitar at a great price only to find out you got a lesser of that style, model, shape. I think they use synonyms on purpose. Now, I know some, who is they? Well, I don't know. It could be the store, the marketer, the manufacturer, the distributor, a friend, an enemy. It could be anybody. Buyer beware. I've gotten some great deals from things that are in the habit of putting out deals. I've gotten some great guitars from Musician's Friend, their stupid deal of the day, Guitar Center deal of the day, Sweetwater deals, this, that, the other, on and on. But I do my research. I'm going to give you an example. This is a Traveler guitar from the Redlands series. And it even has the nice cutaway. It has the bevel. And if you go hunting for this right, Sitka spruce top, if you go hunting for this right now, most likely what's going to pop up first is a very lower end version of this. Because they don't make this no more. My wife has one that is part of the Traveler Redlands series, Koa. She loves it. It's just right for it, sounds great. Traveler doesn't make it anymore. I confirmed that with a voice phone call to Traveler because I was trying to buy it, but I could still buy it in certain places. Of course, Reverb is, and online is a place you can buy something used. But I bought hers from Sweetwater. And this was well over a year ago, and Sweetwater was right up front. They said, when these are sold, they will no longer be available. So you might find an old guitar that was made during the pandemic, and I'm not implying that's the case in this Traveler. This is a great little playing guitar. I really like it. I wish the Koa version was still around. But my point, and no disrespect to Traveler, I love Traveler guitars. They make great little guitars. But my point is, you may still find some of these that are no longer made because they've been sitting in a warehouse. It may be the reason they're making a deal of the day. Take advantage of it if that's what you want. But I am trying to give you to think, is this really what I want? Is this hummingbird the hummingbird I want? Because some of them have a rosewood, some of them have there's all kind of woods, tones, this, that, the other things, and there's no deceit there. I don't think. I think it's multiple offerings. But for instance, the middle guitar between the Taylor and the Gibson Hummingbird is an Alvarez Laureate, which is one of their higher end mass produced. And unlike some of the lower end Alvarez, I hate to say lower end Alvarez, they're such good guitars, but like mine has an LR Baggs pickup system in it. My Gibsons, some of my higher end Gibsons have an LR Baggs where the Epiphones will have some other type of pickup. So there are differences. And like I've always said, if you love the guitar, love the guitar. It doesn't matter who made it. It doesn't matter. Somebody's always going to play the my dog's better than your dog game. But where did all the guitars go? They're still sitting somewhere. I've not seen them burn them for bonfires at, high school football games or anything like that. So just know that. And this can spawn all kind of spin-off questions. Yeah, but they get better with age. Yeah, no, they don't. Not if they hadn't been played. Blah, 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 and back and forth. And it's, no, what type of warehouse is it? And quite frankly, even when you're trying, I know some guitar salespeople from online sources that are some of the greatest guys and gals in the world. But many things they don't know, and they can't find out either. They often can. Never hurts to ask. Don't forget about that impulse buying, too. Deals of the day end with the word day. There's a reason I'm always skeptical, yet I look when I see of the day. Today's the last day. I can't tell you how many times a guitar manufacturer, distributor has told me, last chance tonight. One more night. Here's your final offer. Marketing is not going to go away, and that's fine. You know what? They're trying to sell their products. By trying to sell their products and by selling products, we get more guitars. But you do need to be realistic and know what's going on. So, where are all the guitars? They're all over the place. So, and many of them are different. So, just remember that if you want to discuss in the comments with each other, it's a great topic, but you do need to be aware before somebody starts arguing with you. I had a guy argue with me, and I didn't bring up the conversation. Oh no, that guitar's only made with this one kind of back and side. Well, I beg to differ. I own one that's made with walnut. Totally different from what you got. No, you don't. And then I end the conversation. I'm not going to argue with somebody that thinks they know me. I'll discuss with somebody that thinks they know me as long as they're civil-minded, but such is life. But, isn't it great that we have so many guitars to choose from that can help us to have a blessed and happy guitar journey? And, hey, like I always say, and I do mean it, happy picking.